Everyone, hope you're having an amazing day today. I don't know if you can tell from my voice, but the roast battles yesterday were absolutely amazing, the greatest ones we've ever done. And you're never going to believe what I did right afterwards. I ended up driving immediately to Las Vegas because I'm doing a show with the great TJLT at the LA Comedy Club. You can get your tickets right now to watch this show. It's going to be an amazing show over at the LA Comedy Club with the great TJLT. You don't want to miss out. It's at 11:30 p.m. in Las Vegas. A lot of fun. Check it out. Get your tickets now.
Welcome into the Clears podcast with your host, Paul Riveter. And what's funny, guys?
The clearest podcast?
Well, hell yeah, we're clear. We're not clear as mud no more. We're clear because we've cleared all the damn mud away this week, dude.
I'm going clear. I'm joining the Church of Scientology.
Are you?
I'm fucking Tom Cruise. Yeah, John Travolta too. I'm going to marry them into a polyamorous relationship.
Mm-hmm, 100%. Before we get too far away, hang on.
I'm kind of retarded.
I'm just gonna tell you, kind of retarded.
Nick says that our audio is okay. Thank you, JFA,
Nick,
always for your support. We appreciate you. Or,
Nick, you get a left-handed salute.
We're joined today by I think I could say this without. Someone who's becoming a fast and furious friend of mine, Chris the Narc. Chris, how you doing?
Hey, what's up? I'm doing good. To say that Banana's going to Scientology, I would join you, but they kicked me out of the Scientology building in Buffalo. They got really mad at me.
What'd you do?
So I know everything. So I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to like really weird religions. Yeah, I'm kind of retarded, but like I like really weird religions. And there's the largest building in Buffalo is the Church of Scientology building, and I went in there, and I knew everything about L. Ron Hubbard, the Thetans, everything, Xenu, and I pretended to be like a first timer there. I held the cans in my hands to have the Thetan levels raised and all that shit.
Oh, you got audited?
Oh yeah, I got audited. I went through the whole process, and then I grabbed it. And they were like, "Wow, your levels are really high." And I said, "So does that mean I'm the second reincarnation of L. Ron Hubbard, and I'm gonna usher in the new age of Xenu?" And they kicked me out. They were like, "Sir, you need to get the fuck out." I was like,
They found out you were fucking with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Darn. Bruise was blown. Hey, a donation from Faye.
Yeah, Faye says that feedback is hurting my hearing aid. Please, Fox Neries.
Well, okay. Faye gets, Miss Faye gets. We would definitely like some more cookies. We'll figure out that audio issue for you post haste. Don't worry.
Hey, I tell you what, at least our audio levels wasn't as fucked as Def's was at his second celebrity.
Jesus Christ! I thought JFA was there causing them to have audio issues. So JFA was telling them your audio's down on stream.
Yeah. No doubt, right? No doubt.
If anyone could do it, it would be JFA. Because he's not only gotten us, he's definitely gotten other bigger creators before.
Oh, 100%. So. Yeah, he gets Dave all the time. He messes with Tommy. I mean, the list just goes on and on, right? So, well, you know what, guys?
Who have we got in the chat? We got JFA, we got Default 88 Dan, Christian Hernandez, Hannah Animal, Goldheart, Bloodulously, Got him morning, afternoon, and that's just they're saying morning after, so it's got him. Welcome to the show, guys. Anyways, what are we talking about today?
So we're going to talk about
Noodles.
Yeah, the gift that keeps on giving, right? I don't know about you, Chris, and your channel, but just here in the last, I'm gonna say probably last week that we really have kind of, covered it here on the podcast and things like that. I mean, we've done a couple of little things back in the day, but nothing, as crazy as all this mess. Our subscribers, and it's especially like over on our on my Twitter feed, dude, my Twitter growth is through the roof, absolutely through the roof. So I personally want to extend a gratitude, thanks to Dennis. I appreciate it.
I have to interrupt you real quick. Abby Blackbird Legend is in the chat.
Oh yes,
she was there at the event.
Yes, she
Fucking
was.
Legend.
Legend, and she roasted Dennis on stage.
Well, what was that? Mom spaghetti? What?
Mom spaghetti.
An 8 Mile reference that works so fucking well.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Amazing.
I'll tell you,
that was crazy. Mad respect, Abby.
Oh, 100%. You know, I sit here behind my little keyboard warrior, right? And we do our little podcast here, or sometimes I'm on my channel streaming or whatever, right? But I honestly and truthfully, I don't know if I would have the cojones to get up on a stage like that and go mano a mano with somebody.
Especially with how hostile it was.
Yeah. And because, in a situation like that, for a true roast battle, right, you have to be extremely, extremely quick-witted. You have to be able to, on the cuff, be able to come up with something, right? And
I'm slow as shit. Yeah.
Yes, and I am too, right? And not do like what those guys. It seems like a lot of the comedians on the as far as on Dennis's quote team did on the first one and the second one. It was all about a person's some sort of physical attribute, or it was something to do with their sexual orientation, right? Some of the most lowest brow humor that you can do. Now, I'm not saying I don't enjoy an occasional joke like that every now and then, right? Put it in there for a little flavoring, a little seasoning, a little, thing here and there. But to me, that's just, is that what you do? Maybe I haven't watched enough roast tweets or battles.
No, physical appearance is a part of it. You have to dress
fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Because not all the time do they know each other so intimately that they can cut that deep. So you have to make some on the fly physical,
sure,
like analogies. Like you say, "Oh, you look like a fucking cracked out, like fucking, like Tom Selleck, like or something."
Okay, fair enough, right?
With that mustache, having ass.
Kind of like I did Friday night when I was wearing my Don Ho shirt, right?
Yeah.
And I know
Magnum PI, but ate too many Big Macs.
Exactly. Right. But anyway, so
I'm sorry.
No, that's cool. So Saturday evening, I got a message from actually it was both Matt and Dave, saying Dave was going to do a Saturday night stream, which is really out of the ordinary, right? And could I come run the board for him that night? And I said, yeah, sure, I'll run the board, whatever. I have nothing going on, I'm not young, even though my wife is extremely hot in my opinion. The days of running around on the weekends chasing each other naked are kind of in the rearview mirror. We do it, just not every weekend. And so I said, okay, yeah, sure. So anyway, I hopped in, had a blast with Dave and Nick and Matt and all that, right? So we're going over the roast battle, whatever, because Nick had not actually sat down and watched it yet because he was tied up doing, I don't know, some sort of top secret thing he's doing.
Nick shit.
And and Dave hadn't seen it either, right? So, because he was working and whatever, and it was late. So anyway, we're sitting there and we're watching this, and all of a sudden, this popped up kind of in my we kind of noticed something. And so Nick tweeted out and Matt tweeted out this picture, right? And Nick was like, wait, Tipster was backstage, right? And so Matt does it, but he actually tags him and says, this you, I thought you said you didn't make it there. Why are you there in the green room? LOL. So Nikki Reed says, okay, who stole whose joke? Matt, and tagged both Matt and Nick, right? And then I come in and said, they stole mine. Because I actually tweeted mine out before they did.
Nick confirmed meme stealer.
Yeah. So no. It's just we had three guys that were on the same, kind of wavelength or whatever.
You're all tied in mentally.
Yeah,
with the Neuralink.
Yeah, just great minds. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. Real quick, I want to address the chat.
Okay.
Abby Blackbird says Ma Grande Cajones. And then Liana Taylor, shout out to her, is in the chat saying they were literally being belittling a woman about her weight. It wasn't even jokingly. They were being absolute pigs to Abby. That's true. They're being really fucking mean to her.
They
were. Yeah, so but she like legit held her own. She didn't crumble on stage. She was able to get out what she needed to say and be effective and funny, and the crowd liked it. So fucking mad respect to Abby.
And you know, and just for so look, because I did something, Banana, that I never ever do. You want me to tell you what that was?
What'd you do?
I actually went back and watched our stream from Friday night.
Oh God!
Listen, okay. So here's the thing. Let me let you know a little secret, guys. I do not like to hear myself talk because I know I come across country as hell, and when I hear myself talk, it bothers me, and so I don't like to hear it. And so I thought, but I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch the stream and I'm going to see kind of stuff. So and I was just rewatching it and stuff, and I was able to focus more on the actual what was happening because a lot of times my attention gets diverted, right? Because when I'm running the board and I'm trying to make sure that JFA is happy with the audio, and I may have been drinking a little bit that night, and so shit kind of got a little bit squirrely in this old man's head. And so I was going back and I was listening, and this is kind of going in hand with what our lovely friend Liana said. They came out and said some of the most vilest stuff to the guy that Salvo had hired that evening to be his bodyguard.
Oh yeah.
You're saying some racist shit to him.
It was
it was everything short
horrible.
of calling him like an Uncle Tom.
They did. No, they flat out
they
did.
didn't say it.
Well,
you called him an Uncle Tom, or they alluded to calling him an Uncle Tom.
They basically everything but literally saying it. They're like, you're gonna protect this white man, like you're gonna let him tell you what to do. It's like, holy shit.
Send it to your grandmother. You think she's gonna enjoy that?
Exactly.
I know. It's like, Jesus Christ, guys. He's doing his job.
It was literally, there's a credible threat against Salvo with Steve saying, I'm black and I have a gun. And Salvo's like, I might actually get hurt at this event and hire somebody.
Well, the funniest thing is he hired like the worst security guard ever because he did nothing. Like, literally anytime somebody got near Salvo, that guy was just chilling. Like he had no situational awareness. If he did, he didn't give a fuck because he didn't get involved in any, like he literally get Salvo get pushed off stage.
True.
And then whenever Salvo was getting pushed out of the club, he sat there with his arms crossed, leaning against the wall. Like just, chilling. It was like, so who did you hire? Maybe pick a different security firm. I don't know. Yeah.
I think Unwind said it best. He goes, wouldn't you put it past him to just hire some dude off of Craigslist? Yeah. Not like an actual security guard.
I mean, he looked pretty. I wasn't gonna say it, but he definitely looks like that uniform did not look very. Like he looked like somebody like that literally worked for like UPS or something.
I'm gonna go a step further. I don't think it was a Craigslist hiring. I think that was probably one of his buddies that he went to, who is kind of a bigger guy, and says, "Hey, listen, if you'll come do security for me tonight, man, I'll buy you, a couple of drinks."
No, we Googled the uniform name. There was a website.
Oh, yeah, Salvo's was a legitimate one. Yes.
Oh,
I'm talking about Dennis's. Dennis's. Yeah. So I want to address something that Abby said in here in chat. It goes, women in my family are big, not like having the best living conditions. Okay. Well, you know what? That's fair enough, right? I'm a big guy, right? And I think that's something, unfortunately, I think that plagues all of America. We tend to not eat as healthy, and we don't tend to take care of ourselves like we should, as far as exercise and all that stuff. So
part of that Western diet, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
it's America, baby. We eat like shit because we can.
Exactly. But I'll say this, I've made some changes in my own life because of some, I'm old as hell and stuff like that. And so, I just think it's time for me, and I would challenge anyone else, if you think it, just do it. It's just
think it, dream it, do it.
Do it. Exactly.
Think it, dream it.
So
it's American dream right there.
Yeah. So this anyway. So after the I don't want to get too much in what happened on the thing. Whatever. I want to focus kind of on the ripple effects of the event. Right.
Roast battle number 2, which did pop off. By the way, it was a success in the way, not in the way that Dennis was thinking, but in it for a completely different reason. It's going to go down in infamy. I think.
Yeah. So Dennis, shortly after the event ended or whatever, right? He went out on his Twitter, right? And he posted a bunch of tweets hyping up this event that was going to be happening the next night. It was at the Dragon Comedy Club. It was LA Comedy Club called the Dragon Room. Now here's where I have to be very clear about this, because there has been some confusion about this, right? The event was actually in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Okay. Wait, so he drove from the venue in California straight to Las Vegas that night?
Yes.
Right after all the nonsense. He literally, he was still wearing the same outfit when he shows up, in the same shorts and everything. Like, he drove through the night to Vegas.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn, let's play a game real quick. How much cocaine?
I was on my stream and everyone's like, "You think he's on cocaine?" I was like, "I'm not gonna say that 100%."
How many times did he wipe his nose? I don't know. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying if we look at past videos, has he touched his nose quite a bit? Was there any kind of white powder under his nostril, left or right? I don't know. I'm not making any accusations. I'm just saying, driving from LA to Vegas, in one night after doing a very, very toxic roast battle, that's some wherewithal, dude. I don't know.
What is it? That's what the subreddit's saying. Like, the Def Noodles subreddit is the one that started this, and I posted it, and now everybody is like, "Oh my god, Def Noodles is on cocaine." And I'm like, "Oh shit."
I've been seeing the schizo posting, like the thread and corkboard conspiracy theory, which is, but like, I'm feeding into it, a bit. But I don't know, man.
It's funny.
It's fun. Yeah.
So
it's fun little theory. Game theory.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to say allegedly or anything else. I don't know. I don't know if the guy's using any type of illicit substances or not. Is it possible?
No, I'm clairvoyant. I can see out into the fucking ethereal plane and tell these things.
Well, okay.
No.
I know this for a fact. The day of the pod, or the day of the battle thing or whatever, right? I was up till 3 o'clock in the morning that evening, because there was a lot of stuff that was coming out about potentially some of the attendees were hurt. And so I was concerned. And here's the thing, I personally stuck over here where I'm at. There was nothing I could do for them, but I was still genuinely, I was concerned about their safety and hoping that they got to their destinations and they were not in any way, hurt or anything. Right. So I was kind of following things and waiting, and I was watching Chris's stream that night, and he was on with Xylee and them, and they were talking to Jessica and some of the other ones that was there. And once everything was kind of confirmed that they were safe, I was like, okay, so I went to bed 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever, right? I crashed. I was dead, right?
Yeah.
But, and I'll just tell you something, 3 o'clock in the morning for this old man, normally I'm in bed like at 8 o'clock. All right. But I was really jacked up from the stream that night. So it's possible that, he just had enough adrenaline and stuff going from the show that he didn't need any other artificial stimulants to drive there. So,
you never know.
You never know. You 100% don't never know.
He's high on life. That's it, but he's high.
Dennis is high on life.
Anyway.
I found Christ. Yeah.
So we got a caller. Let's see what Mural 4320 has to
Imrul.
say.
Yeah, let's see.
So
Imrul,
hey, how you doing,
on the air.
Thank you much. I'm glad to be here. Man, this has been a crazy week, hasn't it?
It has. What you got for us today?
So I just want to say, Riv, obviously, big fan of your show. I've been meaning to call in for a while. But I just want to say that Abby Blackbird, you have redeemed yourself. What I don't know if Banana and River, if you've got a drink, I'd like to make a toast to Abby Blackbird for not only going into a guy with 500,000 subs, but roasting his backside doing it too.
Yeah.
You've done a
100%.
lot. You've done something that haven't a lot of people in this community wouldn't do, and for that, like,
Yeah.
you know,
Major
you're
props.
absolutely amazing.
Major props.
Yeah,
Oh
absolutely.
yeah, legend has been born. Exactly. Anything else you got for us, Emerald?
I just want to say that I hope Crip. Yeah, I've been trying to get. Yeah, I've spoken to young Crip, and I really would like to see him go to this next roast because he'd be a damn sight more funnier than any of the comedians that are at this this last two roasts. You know.
It would
the
definitely
only
be cool
problem-
to see young Crip, but he has yeah.
Absolutely.
The only situation that I could see is that Dennis would get mad at him and shove him out of his wheelchair.
And that'd be great. That'd be even better content than what's happened now. Like seriously, Deaf Noodles can't destroy his like.
I mean,
how low
he's
can his
standing
career-
over a young Crip's fragile and weak body, saying, "Don't you know I'm Brazilian?
Don't
What are
know
you
I'm
doing? How dare you show me up?" All right,
Yeah,
Emerald,
like I
thanks
said.
for calling in, man. Definitely call in again, okay?
Absolutely, I will. Now
right.
I know that now I know that my mobile is working on because some of these calling shows I used to get the Discord glitch really badly, but it seems like touch wood it's fixed itself. So
Well,
All
awesome.
righty. Well, thanks for the call, buddy.
Yeah,
See you
thanks
later.
for calling.
No
Appreciate
worries.
it. Appreciate it so much. So yeah.
All right.
That's so.
So
funny.
yeah, Abby, like we said, Abby Blackbird legend is born. Yeah.
100%. So anyway, and this is gonna, I guess this is a little bit of what you call, what would you call it? Pat myself on my own back here a little bit, or whatever, whatever.
Sucking your own dick.
There we go.
Yeah.
I 100%.
Self-population. Yeah.
Well,
Impressive.
some might even say.
Don't get me wrong. I love jerking myself off. All right.
Exactly. I love jerking myself off. So
Great soundbite. Yeah.
anyway, so as I was getting ready to go to bed last night, I seen this because like I said, I was busy with Dave's stream, whatever. I seen that Augie had posted a new video, and so I sat down and I was watching. I was laying in bed, whatever. And when I came to this segment here, I literally almost shit myself.
It's non-existent. The only people that are still tuning into his videos are actual hate watchers.
Everyone, hope you're having an amazing day today. I don't know if you can tell from my voice, but the roast battles yesterday were absolutely amazing. The greatest ones we've ever done. And you're never going to believe what I did right afterwards. I ended up driving immediately to Las Vegas because I'm doing a show with the great TJLT at the LA Comedy Club. You can get your tickets right now to watch this show. It's going to be an amazing show over at the LA Comedy Club with the great TJLT. You don't want to miss out. It's at 11:30 p.m. in Las Vegas. A lot of fun. Check it out. Get your tickets now.
Yeah, this guy's clearly on something. Holy shit. So he drove to Las Vegas to hype up. The show must go on, guys. We're in Vegas, bitches, tonight at the LA Comedy Club, 11:30. And then it includes this link so that you can buy tickets to the Vegas comedy event, right? Well, except there's just one fucking little problem here, all right? If you click on this little link and you go to the event, it says the event is currently unavailable. Apparently there's rumors and speculation that Deaf Noodles actually got canned and kicked out of the event, and the whole thing was shut down because of his violent action the night before. Like, they didn't want to put up with his shit there, apparently. People have been calling the event just now saying, I just called the event, the ticket provider, and they said there was no show at 11:30. They said the last show was at 10. When you click on the link to buy tickets, it says it's not available. Even Nick Viorio here. I called the LA Comedy Club Drag Room, and they said the same thing. That's the only club I can find. Well, folks, I guess we just have to call them ourselves to really find out. It's time to see what's happening. You know, I just bought these tickets, and I wanted to see this event. You know, I'm just really bummed out, man. So we have to give them a call, I guess, to find out what the deal is here.
Now, I want to correct one little thing about that. I called the ticket supplier. I mistyped that. Again, it was, anyway, old man brain. I actually called the venue, the the comedy club there in Las Vegas. I called them, and the guy told me, he said, hey, I've never heard of this guy. No, we do not have a show at 11:30 tonight. Our last show is actually at 10. and he
It's
said,
interesting.
there is no Dennis Fatoza performing. I don't, and I basically got the same thing of what you're fixing to hear here in Augie's. Now, here's where Augie was smarter than me. Augie recorded the phone call. I didn't. So, yeah. So, I'm an idiot. What do you want me to say?
That happens.
LA Comedy Club.
Yo, what's up? So I'm calling to ask if I heard this guy Dennis Fatosa was performing tonight at 11:30, but I clicked on the Eventbrite link to buy tickets and it says the event is unavailable.
Yeah. He's not performing. I've never heard of the guy.
You've never heard of the guy? That's weird because he's claiming on his social media account with 100,000 followers that he was performing tonight. He's been hyping up this event and tweeting out tickets and stuff, so I'm just a little confused.
Yeah, I'm confused myself. I've gotten like 2 calls about this guy. I've never heard of him. We have sometimes comics show up to my club expecting what we call a guest spot, which is like a quick little 5-minute like audition or something.
Yeah.
Maybe he assumed he's.
Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking in my head. And he already said it, but I thought like, okay, so he knows this guy who is doing a spot at a comedy show at the LA Comedy Room or whatever in Vegas, right? Which is the TJLT guy, right? Sure. And I was like, so he probably had that guy. He's like, hey, let me do like a 5-minute spot on your set as a guest, as like an introduction, and so there was never a formal thing. He was just trying to pump tickets for his buddy. And then the comedy club gets wind of this. They say, oh, fuck, no, you're not. We're not having that shit here. And they say, both of you get the fuck out. That's just my theory, because that's what makes most sense in my head.
It's, it's 100% possible. The only thing that's a little bit confusing about it, though, right?
Yeah.
Is
why would he lie?
Why would he lie?
Why would the guy lie is kind of the big crux of it, because if you listen to the inflection on how he's talking to Augie, where he goes, well, I really don't know the guy. Like, I don't know who that is. Like, that to me, the way that he worded it, kind of, for me at least, confirms that he genuinely didn't know who Dennis was. Just like you said, Banana, that he was probably going to be on with his friend. You know what I mean? But to be honest, nobody was calling about his friend. They were calling about Dennis. So nobody knows TJLT.
I wish they would have asked about TJLT. That's the thing.
That's the part that we're missing out here. And the situation with them calling in and the guy being like, I have no idea who this guy is. This is the 3rd phone call I've gotten. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, what's the point of a club owner lying about it instead of just saying, yeah, you know what? We were gonna have him on, but we decided not to. You know what I mean?
Well, they didn't even talk to the club owner about having Dennis on. He was literally just going to come onto the stage, and they said, because that's in my head is like he was going to just take the last 5 minutes of this guy's 15-minute set as a guest spot. That was not a formal thing. Yeah. So they never even ran it by the club owner.
Yeah, but that's where I'm kind of like sticking it in my brain, where it's like, how doesn't the club owner know somebody who's going to potentially be on a guest spot?
Yeah, they lied to the club owner, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That's it's because we don't have that much information. And TGLT is apparently, now you found this out, Riveter. He's apparently a writer.
No, I didn't.
An accredited. Oh no, who's it? Because you were telling me about that earlier.
So it's a mixture of me and Unwind that were digging through it on my stream yesterday. And
okay.
I was telling Riveter about it, and then Unwind told Riveter and kind of like filled in the gaps. So this guy is a potential writer that works at Disney. On top of that, there's a couple of other things about him, but none of that's confirmed yet, so I'm not gonna go super deep into it.
Oh, oops, I didn't spill the beans.
Yeah. No, you're good. It's like there's a lot of things that are weird. So like there's allegations of him being a scammer for years, and there's a couple of other things that the scammer one is the most important thing, because that's what Salvo's leaning in. All the other stuff is kind of just extra information. But apparently this guy's been like frauding. He's been lying about events and potential job opportunities he's had, and it's just a lot of weird shit that's surrounding this guy, and people are starting to dig into him now.
So shit's getting, because like it's becoming more clear, like these people are all not nefarious in the way that they're like criminal, but nefarious in the way that they're like they're scummy grifters, or they're like low tier, like low hanging like third string, you know, fucking act like comedians.
Like
they're just-
writers, comedians, anything like that. The TJLT thing is kind of interesting though, because if you don't dig deeper, which, you know, if anyone finds any more info, I'll say it here. There's a potential story surrounding him and a million potential family vlogging channel.
Oh,
That so like it's almost a million subs, and
well,
there's
I didn't spill the beans too hard.
Yeah.
On that. Oh, my bad.
No, I'm just gonna say it. I don't care. I don't care. I'll just rip it off. So there's an apparent story involving this guy and a family vlog channel, almost a million subs. This individual is alleged, huge words, alleged, to have smuggled one of the daughters out of her country, brought her to America at a young age, married her, got her pregnant, was emotionally abusive to her, and then she fled from him. But there's not a lot of information out there.
Holy shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit. So like there's a bunch of Reddit posts and there's some news articles about it, but it kind of flew under the radar for a lot of shit.
A lot of stuff to be verified. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot to be verified. So we could talk about it because it's out there. There are actual evidence strings, but I can't be like, he definitely did this. You know,
with the
I mean?
huge disclaimer of this is all fucking
Massive.
no idea, conjecture.
Yeah, massive disclaimer, little giant asterisk, because now Salvo's running with it.
Yeah,
which means that's gonna So the minute Salvo, because I saw his tweet and I was like, oh fuck, me and Unwind weren't gonna like talk about this, but now that Salvo put it on Twitter,
now it's out. Okay,
now it's out. You know,
so it's not my fault.
Okay,
no, it's not your fault.
No,
it's not your fault or my fault. Salvo's the one that jumped on it. So
yeah, fuck you, Salvo. I didn't spill the beans.
Okay, so here's my thoughts on this. Right,
I'm no better.
I saw the Reddit and I did, and it was like right before the show, so I really even haven't had time to digest it. And I was, like I said, I was talking to Internet Unwind, and you know, an Internet Unwind's like, well, you know, I don't know, you know, it's hard to see whatever he goes in, but an Internet Unwind said he's not. How do I put it? One of his strengths is not doing like a lot of deep researching and stuff, right? And I said, well, lucky for you, that's what I'm a hell of a lot better researching stuff than I am coming on stream and trying to entertain people, make people laugh, because I'm not funny, right? Funny looking.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Evidently, I'm manipulative. Evidently, I'm a manipulative as hell, according to Dave, and I'll wear that. You know, I'll wear that badge. But anyway, I am going to dig into this. I'm going to put my little fat fingers to work digging and scouring the internet.
This is much more entertaining and fun for me. Now, like, I was getting really, really burnt out with all the fucking, like the Discord spurgs who got lonely online, and now they're like, their DMs are public for everyone. They're like, this is my story. This guy, like Craig Beckett, we'll just fucking say it. Like, I have no interest in Craig Beckett or his goings on. On, you know, and so like this is much more fun for me. We have Nerdy John in the queue. Did you want to finish up this video and then pull him in, or you want to pull him in now?
Just 1 minute. But what I'm gonna say is this. Here's the thing. So you have people. Okay, so Chris has went over it briefly on his show, right? Salvo's put this out there. Okay. While I think I'm good at sleuthing and doing research, there are people out there that make me look like, you know, some kindergartner with the big fat crayons in the corner, right?
Oh, you're talking about the internet archivists, the autist people. Their autism is archiving every single little data.
Exactly.
And then putting it into a nice little Tableau or like fucking mosaic.
100%.
Yeah.
So now
it's their macaroni noodle picture that they made for the internet.
So what Salvo, has done is he's dangled the carrot, dingo, 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 right? And so now it's kind of this thing, right? So Salvo possibly, or not Salvo, Dennis basically was like a rock, right? And it's been kind of overturned. Now all the little cockroaches are running, right? And so now. So now we get to go after them, right? And when I say go after them, I'm not talking about we just get to laugh at them, because these guys, lolcows, for some reason seem to like to, I don't know, what do you call it? They migrate to each other, right? They're like drawn to each other. And so something tells me,
like moths to a flame.
And so something tells me that this is going to be one of those situations where there's going to be a lot of lolcows in this deal, and we are going to have content for a long time, and I'm okay
Shamelessly
with that.
milking. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Let the mill run.
100%.
Nothing wrong with milk. This is
All right, let's get through this.
Yeah.
Exactly. Let's get through the rest of this video, and we'll get to the next thing.
Yeah. So
Doing that, I don't know. I've never heard of the guy, so.
Wow, it's fucking crazy, man. All right, well, thanks for letting me know at least.
Never heard of the guy. You heard the guy? Literally never heard of the guy. So anyway, let's bring Nerdy in. Hey, Nerdy, how you doing,
Nerdy John.
bud?
Oh, you might be away from the computer. He'll pop in.
I'm
there you
here.
are.
I'm here.
Okay, there
What's
you
going
go.
on, buddy?
Guys, who's ready for the Las Vegas show with our favorite Latino comedian, guys? Our favorite wife beater.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm certainly ready for the show that doesn't seem to exist.
Whoa. Hang on, wife beater?
Disavow.
Disavow. Yeah, I don't know about that, dude.
Wait, Dennis is married? Hold on. I'm
No,
not-
He's divorced.
He's divorced. Yeah.
Hey, me too, buddy.
Yeah, but okay,
Like
so
everyone is.
I'm not. Okay.
It didn't work for me either. I can't really shame him. No, I didn't. I didn't go. I don't know. Didn't fucking throw the kitchen sink at her, but
Yeah, right.
I don't.
So
Yeah,
anyway,
I don't know what this is about. Y'all getting really tight. What's going on?
Okay,
So
well, Nerdy
there's
said wife
allegation?
beater, and I don't know.
Well, he's joking. He's obviously joking.
Well,
I'm doing something that Dennis can't do.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
See, being funny.
True.
okay. So
We're not making allegations, guys. Relax. We're having fun.
Well, some people are.
Don't worry. The allegations are going to be on the Salvo show. Okay.
so here's the thing I want to make real clear about things, right?
Yeah, I guess we should be clear about
There
I
there
scream disavow.
listen, I am 100% all for laughing and making fun at people on things that they do or say or whatever that you can, without a doubt, prove, right? And I'm even okay a little bit with some speculation here and there if it's done in a good sense, whatever. But there are some people out there who are making some really heinous allegations towards Dennis, and I'm not okay with that. I want to be perfectly clear about that. I'm not okay with that.
Okay, so
Now,
nobody here believes any of that stuff, and we're not making any allegations. We're just trying to be fun.
Yeah, the only physical thing that I witnessed with my own eyes is when he came out and assaulted Salvo pancakes at the comedy roast. Now that is unquestionable. That is unarguable. He came out and he assaulted him, right? So
Unassailable.
Yeah, what he did was he pictured a Salvo as his ex-wife.
Oh, shit.
oh Jesus!
Hey man, I can't blame Mary John. I say
It's
some pretty
funny.
fucked up shit.
That is
Yeah.
funny.
Oh God!
Hey, it's not my platform. Be lucky I'm not saying the N-word.
I'm here for it, man. Get dark. Let's do it. Yeah. Oh my God.
Anyway, all I know, guys, is
Emotional damage.
Fucking A. I've got emotional damage from Dennis. We should probably do a class action lawsuit for the trauma inflicted upon our abilities and well-being.
For
For all
our
of the-
YouTube community.
My state of mind is perturbed.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude, you
sorry,
got
channels need to sue him.
you got to talk to your therapist about him like he does of Keemstar.
I had to sit through 4 hours of them doing terrible comedy and bombing on stage. Yeah. Okay.
So Dennis. So all the stuff starts coming out. You know, you have Augie with his video. You have a few other people, yours truly, that put some information out there about the event being canceled or there was never an event. Period. Let me just be clear about that. So Dennis puts out this tweet, says they canceled the whole show because they got over 300 calls from incels all around the world clenching their buttholes about me performing. Don't worry, though, I will be back. Well, when Augie called, there had been only 3 people. The guy
He's
said
spinning it.
he said there was 2 people that had called previously. That would have been Nick the Oreo, right? Not Nick DiOrio, but Nick the Oreo. I'm going to clarify that. And myself.
Yeah.
That was it.
So Dennis, what Dennis is insinuating is that those two other callers are the reason the show got canceled, and the comedy or the host, the owner of the club is lying.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Oh crap, Riveter,
Those are, calling a comedy club owner a liar is something you want to do to get business back, and
100% right.
Be taken seriously as a comedian.
Riveter, this is clearly your fault. After Diva's done calling out Augie for this, she's gonna go after you.
Oh shit!
Yeah, nope, not talking about this.
I'm not touching that one. I'm not touching that one.
Listen, Diva used to be a guest on the show. We love her. We hope everything's going good. I don't know what that is about. We're not going to touch it.
I'm not touching it. I'm not getting involved with it. Diva is a friend. And
friend of the show.
And I'm not.
I think it's pretty clear. Out of the 300 calls, it was clearly the 200 subscribers that Clear as Mud podcast have that derived all the cancellation. This is the Clear as Mud podcast's fault, okay? You're the reason why Dennis can't get work anymore. You're the reason why he can't see his kids, okay?
We have a ton of pull in Hollywood. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Watch out. Everybody 100%. Watch out.
Jesus wept.
Call agents.
So anyway, after all that happened, guys, you're not going to believe this. You're absolutely 100% not going to believe this.
Yeah.
Dennis deleted every record there was of all the tweets that he put out about the show. He deleted the video, he deleted all the tweets and everything. But you know what? Lucky for us, yours truly here saved them all.
You got the receipts, huh?
Got the receipts.
So I said, hey, Dennis, Def Noodles, is it true that you got blacklisted from the show and that's why you deleted all your tweets about? Now, I don't know if blacklisted is the right word or not or whatever, but basically he
was not welcomed that night.
Yeah.
Is the point?
He was not welcomed.
Exactly.
Blacklisted basically insinuates that aspect, but a little bit more of a heavy hand.
Well, blacklisted implies that he's permanently banned from that venue.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, all right. So, and I can't. Okay. So let me retract that a little bit or adjust it. I can't say he was blacklisted, but I probably should say, was it true that that you got canceled or whatever? Maybe that's what I should have said instead, but whatever. And so I also had and I had, like I said, I had the cop. I screen captured the stuff.
Peepaw's got receipts on Twitter, folks. That's his Twitter handle.
I didn't record my damn phone call, but I've got these. It said roast
We're
battles.
learning.
Yeah, I'm learning. Roast battles were a success. Now I'm in Las Vegas doing a show at the LA Comedy Club tonight with the great TLJT. Tickets are almost gone. Get them now. Links to tickets in the thread. Okay. And then, of course, it says I'm performing at the LA Comedy Club in Las Vegas tonight with the great TGLT. And you can see there's a video. And then here's another one talking about, and this is the link where it shows it was eventbrite.com or eventbrite.com rather.
And TJLT, let's be frank, looks like a very ambiguous gender-wise person. I'm not sure what they are.
It's the long blonde hair.
Yeah.
Translation, please don't cancel us.
Yeah, don't cancel us. We don't know your pronouns. We don't understand what you are. You're some kind of hermaphroditic angel, like a Sephirim.
And of course, I actually downloaded the Twitter video. I had it, put it in this thread
Okay,
too.
so this video is deeply interesting to me, and you want to know why?
Why's that, bud?
It paints a picture to me of Dennis, because this confirmed, as soon as I saw this video, I was like, okay, so he really didn't, he was unaffected by the amount of pure just negativity and hatred or whatever. You call it hatred. That's kind of like a weird thing to say, but I don't really think the crowd hated him. They were there to piss on him. Right. So, but he was completely unaffected, like emotionally, even on stage, he was just cool as a cucumber. Like he had no, so I'm like, was this all a work? It was in my head. I was like, is this all some kind of work? And I'm like, I don't know if it's so much a work or is it just so much a natural consequence of Dennis trying to get eyeballs at any cost? You know what I mean?
No, this is what I'm wondering, right? I'm wondering if he knew people would call and he made up the fact that he was playing at this venue and he did all this purely to gain more traction after the roast. Because now I'm starting to wonder if he's purposefully poking, like if he's pushing out buttons purposefully to try to get us to talk about him more, so that way he can still generate some views and audience turnout at his roasts now.
Well,
I've heard some people say, sorry, Chris, one second. I heard people say that like it's like he's like a Kaufman-esque, and I'm like, I don't think
that's what he's been trying to say, but that's specifically with his drama videos, though. Specifically with his dramas videos, that's always been like his quote unquote point is I'm not actually like trying to take this seriously. I'm just like a Kaufman type, you know. But
yeah,
like,
I don't think he's that much 4D chess. And then Chris, what were you gonna say? Sorry,
I was literally about to agree with you. I don't think he's thinking that far ahead 40 chess wise, because that was the same criticism people had about Gabby Hanna years ago. Is that
exactly? And Trisha Paytas,
yeah, and Trisha that they were purposely
I'm actually
manufacturing drama.
Right, and I'm more inclined to believe Trisha Paytas is kind of Kaufman-esque because of her consistency, as opposed to these other two, which is Gabby, who seems more manic and crazy and drug addled or something, than, than in control of her act. And we do have one caller in the queue. Do you want to pull them up, or do you want to continue?
Yeah, go ahead, pull them on in here, man.
All right, we've got let's see, where'd my fucking mouse go? Jesus, I'm the same problem you are.
Beaverman03.
Beaverman03, welcome to the show. What do you got for us?
I was gonna say about like you guys talked about the most critical like video on it.
We haven't. No, we haven't.
No,
I
we
jettisoned that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this now. I'm a fan of. I like Moist Critical's content. I think he's a pretty chill dude, but I think that if he ever is going to insert himself to drama, I think he'll fail terribly.
Wait, so I have not seen this video. So what did he do? Did he blame it on Salvo?
Okay,
hold on, real quick. Moist Critical has already done this and failed. He put himself into the Mama Max drama, or not Mama Max, Maximilian Musk.
Oh, the
Maximilian Musk.
Right.
So he said he had like proof of Maximilian Musk having like some interaction with CP in a server, and he said he's going to present that information to law enforcement. Nothing came of it. So he got off really fucking clean with that one because he never provided any evidence of his claims. Anyways, go ahead.
But no, in the video of the follow up to his first roast battle video, he was like saying, I don't know what's happening because it's like apparently this dude named Salvo Pancakes was apparently in the show just to cause a ruckus. And first, there's the big red flag there. He was not there to cause ruckus. He was invited by Dennis.
He was there. Headline. He was both.
Yeah,
both
but here's the thing. He was there, but he was invited, so there's no like point to like
You're saying Dennis should have known what he was getting himself into by inviting Salvo.
Yes.
Knowing Salvo's brand.
Okay, so let me expand a little bit on what Beaverman's saying it, because I agree with I think where he's trying to go with this, right?
Okay.
Because I watched the video that Charlie put out, Moist Critical. The problem is he was talking from, he was coming from almost a position of he was not aware or fully aware of everything that had transpired previously. He wasn't aware that Salvo was an invited guest, that actually Salvo was billed to be a co-headliner with Dennis. Mm-hmm. He was taken from a standpoint that Salvo was just some Johnny come lately off the street and was just there as a heckler or something that got out of control and was just, whatever. That was not the case. Now, I have been told that, and Salvo has kind of alluded to this in some of his Twitter tweets or whatever, that Charlie has reached out to him in private to try to correct the situation. And that's all fair, well, and good. And that's great. However, I believe Charlie probably needs to do a follow-up and say, hey, I had some things, because he's done this before. He's made follow-up videos saying, hey, I got some stuff wrong. I need to correct the record. And I think he will do that, or at least I hope he will do that and correct the record. So
Charlie does that quite a few times if he gets a story wrong.
Yeah.
Which that's good. That's good on him, because like Charlie is basically the IRL version of like these quick like gameplay commentary videos, except like usually those types, like we've seen this with like a Cheeto, with Jalen, they have like an ego about them where they can't admit they're wrong. Charlie, at least most of the time, will admit that he made like a major like mess up of a story, which is good on him usually,
Yeah.
For sure. And thanks for the call, Beaver Man. We got one more. If you want to keep going, we'll take him later, or however you want to do that.
Let's just do them now, so that way we get.
Let's get him out of the way.
Yeah,
Funny enough, that's Defamation Noodles, the Twitter page.
Oh, is it?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, Gotham's a regular chatter.
Got him. You are on the air. Welcome to the show. What do you got for us today?
Hey, hi, how's it going?
Pretty good. What you got?
So, let me just do a little bit of like, oh my God, these last few days with Def Noodles has been crazy. Good God. So
wait, hold on. Are you in an aviary at a zoo? Like what's going on back there?
No, I just
How
have
many
pets. I have a bunch. I have like 6 parakeets.
What are you like running a bird hostel?
I got
my
like 6
God,
parakeets, my man.
Are you training those birds to attack us?
No.
Yeah, he's sending carrier pigeons to his allies in like Cambodia. I don't know. What's up? What do you got?
So, I'm like I don't know, maybe some people know me from this, but I'm like some sort of Twitter user that screenshots, archives a few Def Noodles tweets. Been doing that since like February.
You gotta get to the point. I can't handle the birds, dude. What's your question?
I'm sorry. So like, throughout like all this insanity, it's kind of hard to like see what is like happening. These birds are distracting. I'm so sorry.
All right, goodbye. All right, I can't do it. Sorry, got him. Try next time. The birds were too much. I can't. He couldn't get to the question.
The birds.
A lot of birds, bro. A lot of birds. A lot of birds.
I thought we was in the Alfred Hitchcock classic.
I know.
Yeah. For a moment.
What?
No, with that, you would have gotten the sweet release of death.
Well, Riv.
Yeah, man.
Calling again. Got him. Calling again. We appreciate you. All right.
Yeah. What is it, Riv? I sent you something that I think will clear up and make things a little bit more fun after the birds attacking.
Sure.
I DM'd it to Riv and I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah. So let's take a look at that right quick here. Boom.
This is my favorite fucking side-by-side I've ever seen in my life.
So the Unseen says, who got pushed harder, Augie or Salvo? Here we go.
I saw that earlier this morning.
That's good, man. That's
definitely
good.
Augie. Augie got lifted off his fucking feet. Man.
Well, okay.
Augie needs to go to the gym, start doing some squats, and hold his ground a little better. I hope that encourages Augie to get in good shape. Start taking your supplemental protein.
Well, let's do a little comparison here. I feel like Augie and Salvo are probably close to the same height, but I think Salvo has what, 50, 60 pounds on Augie, maybe something like that.
Probably, because Augie doesn't eat a lot and he can't have gluten.
Yeah, he can't eat anything that would put any weight on him. So, this is a thread. I'm not going to go through all the thread stuff because there's some things on there that I think are a little bit, but it's Salvo. Who am I to judge, right? But anyway, here's some things I thought was kind of interesting, right? So Leah Something put this tweet out, and she said that this was actually a screen capture from the last event of the night, right? From the because I went out and looked, but they had already moved to the next day, so that billing or whatever advertisement was gone off of their calendar. So good on her for catching or getting this. But anyway, it was a comedian by the name of Stephen Ho, and I don't know who, Jason Ellis, and then it says with special guests. Now, could this special guest been was it JTLT or whatever his name is? Possibly.
But how can that be a special guest if this dude is not known anywhere as a comedian?
Well, okay, hang on. And I have to point this out here, okay, for clarity and for when I called and when Augie called through his audio, we have evidence from his audio recording. We asked about Dennis Fatoza. We did not ask about JTLT. So could the special guest been JTLT, and JTLT was going to give Dennis a little bit of his time? It is possible. Okay, I want to put that out there. It is 100% possible that is a deal. Okay, so just to be, I guess, as fair as can be, because that's what I try to do is be fair. But here's the thing. This is some more. So somebody by the name of Alex Lamerto, I guess, went to the Twitter DMs for this social page or whatever for this LA Comedy Club, and says asked if you know Dennis Fatoza, gives them evidence of the tweet saying, "Hey, I'm gonna be there." The LA Comedy Club says, "Hello, thank you for reaching out. We are aware of the incident, and he is not on any of our lineups tonight." So that's even some more, anyway, there was one other thing that I kind of wanted to show that I found out there, and this person, I think, Adam McIntyre, I think they did an excellent job on this. And
Salvo's gay lover.
Okay, well, I don't know about all that, but anyway, they put out a thing here that I thought was pretty funny, and I thought shows really some more of the hypocrisy of Dennis.
Smith doesn't look like a crazy father like Richard Williams. Will Smith looks like a fucking loser who can't take a fucking joke. Chris Rock was there doing a job. Was the joke on Jada bad? Yes, it was an awful fucking joke. It was absolutely uncalled for. But you know what's even more uncalled for? Getting smacked around because you're doing your fucking job. No need to fucking assault someone on international television because you didn't like the fucking joke. And by the way, it's Oscar fucking Smith doesn't look like a crazy father like Richard Williams. Will Smith.
There you go. Now, that aged horribly.
Yeah. now if we loop this back in over here, you come out here, right? And boom.
Man, no, that's not a work. Salvo is pissed. Off.
100%.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. I know there's been some things put out there. Salvo hospital, and Salvo saying he's got I think a dislocated shoulder, that he's got some issues with some of the disc in his vertebrae. I don't know if it's a work or not. I don't know. I will say this: if it is not a work, and he's not just doing a gotcha type thing, whatever. Those things, I've suffered from that stuff, back problems and things like that. It's painful, dude. And I know, and I want to say this too, right? Because this was some things I heard out there, whatever, right? Well, if he truly had these, then how was he able to be up and doing what he was doing and carrying on, whatever, right? When you have adrenaline pumping, right? And I think it's safe to say that there's a lot of adrenaline pumping that night in everybody's veins that was at that event. And when you have that adrenaline pumping, you won't feel pain. You won't feel that stuff because that's your body will mask it, right, through the adrenaline. But once that adrenaline starts wearing off, that's when the pain starts setting in and you're like, oh shit, right?
Adrenaline dumps are wild.
Yeah, they really are. So
you can there are stories where people have literally broken their leg, right, or severely injured it, right, and they don't know till 30 minutes later when the adrenaline just stops.
yeah it's pretty crazy. Your body, the shock, adrenal shock is strange. If you've ever had that, any kind of you were in some kind of situation or whatever, and you start getting shakes afterward and you're breathing really hard, it's crazy. Yeah. I don't know if y'all have ever experienced that. Anyways.
I have.
Well, back to your regularly scheduled program.
Back to
I really don't. Sorry. I don't really have anything else. If you guys have got anything else you guys want to discuss about this,
no, I'm happier than a pig in shit. This is my this is what I do. This is why I like doing this podcast, is stuff like this. So frankly, I'm excited to see all this shit develop and find out who this TJLT person is. And Nick the Oreo in chat asking Chris if he ever looked into him. So obviously everybody is everyone's looking into it, and we're very excited to see where this 100%. Goes. It's a developing story.
100%, and I look forward to seeing what comes out on this, because I think there's a story there. It's definitely got my interest peaked.
Real quick, thank you to all the callers that called in today. We are 100%. Now at 239 subscribers. A lot of that was a push from Chris shouting out our show. Thank you very much. We appreciate you also coming on the show as well.
So, dude, I love coming on with you guys. It's a lot of fun. I do want to read something as an excerpt from the Death Noodle subreddit if you want to hear it.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, titled "See Ya, folks, I'm out." This is what I believe the Death Noodles fan base is actually feeling now. After 3 years, mind you, of this tard running around saying wild shit accusing people of shit, slandering people of shit, making up lies about Keemstar. Now they're finally seeing it. When I came to the subreddit, it seemed like Def was just going through a rough patch, and despite everything, he could still turn it around with a social media break and an apology to Papa Gut. No, that's not what happens. No.
No, not at all.
That's kind of a very heavily edited or silver lining. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. But after he shoved Salvo, fled to Vegas in a paranoid mania, and started selling fake tickets to a show he wasn't actually a part of, I personally feel pretty confident saying the problems is drugs and grifting and not a mental health crisis. I feel like we knew for a while from the increasingly disheveled appearance, but I don't think it can be denied anymore. Def keeps telling the hate watchers that they have no lives and just find better things to do than watch someone they don't like. Well, I'm taking your advice, sir. It's time to divest. Thanks to this subreddit for giving me a place to post about all this wackiness. And then the moderator deleted it.
Amazing. Some more concern.
It really does change people. You get access to all those drugs. Maybe that is the case. We don't know.
This cocaine meme is not going to go away anytime soon.
He does a line right before he has to film anything. He's like, "Oh yeah, hey, fucking buddy, guys, I'm doing the Boston accent."
Man, Def Noodles must have IBS or something. He spent 20 minutes in the bathroom. I don't know what's going on.
By the way,
are we sure it's not prostate cancer?
Yo, what was the funniest thing? Edwin was in my stream in the chat, and he wrote, "How funny would it be if Dennis just smacked his face in a bunch of coke, did a line, and just started his video powder on his face?"
I mean, he is all about that LA life,
He should do a Scarface thing where he's shirtless with a gun strapped to his fucking chest, like a chest harness, and has a pile of coke in front of him. He's just like, "Yeah, I'm wired right now."
It would be funny.
Talk shit to everyone and be like, "You know what? Fuck."
Riv's like, "Oh my god."
No, I listen. I'm all for it. And I think everything you guys are saying is 100% above board. I think it's funny. I think it's legitimate criticism, and I think it's what. But one thing I do want to say, and I'm speaking for myself personally here. I'm not speaking for nobody else in the.
I don't know. We are accusing a Latino person of doing cocaine.
I think there's a huge stigma about drugs in this country, and frankly, I think we should decriminalize them to get rid of it. Because people should be able to do what they want, honestly. So I don't look. If you embrace drug culture,
I agree. But no, what I was going to say is one thing I don't want any of us, and this is just advice that I can put out to the people watching us today, which I'm very thankful for all of you guys, and. But here's one thing I do want us to remember. Yeah, these guys are doing, Salvo's, or not Salvo. I keep saying Salvo. Freaking. Dennis is giving us some really funny, entertaining things for us to talk about and things and whatever. And, but I also want us to keep one thing in mind. And when we're making our jokes and we're kind of roasting him and haha and whatever else, he is still a human being. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
All right, fine.
I'm playing a violin.
Okay, that's fine. Like I said, I'm speaking for myself. I'm not speaking for you or whatever.
You're a big softy. I have no soul.
I know. I'm a big softy, but he is a human being, and I ultimately, if it is an issue with substances, I hope he gets help with that. If it is something to where it is a mental, or if he's having a crisis or something like that, I hope he gets the help there too, right? Because and part of me, I'm kind of torn on this, right? Because if it is one of those two things, then more than likely we're not going to get any more great content to laugh at his ass about. But on the other side, like I say, I never ever, anyone I ever talk about, anyone I ever make fun of, or we goof on, whatever. Ultimately, I really don't want anything to really happen to them, as far as in real life or anything like that. But just
as opposed to me, who hopes that the worst things happen to him all the time. Yes,
true.
everything falls apart for him.
Well, Banana, you are my yin to my yang. So
I'll be your heartless, soulless cohort. And,
God.
yeah.
Anyway, listen, guys. Again,
No,
appreciate-
obviously I care.
Yeah,
like obviously,
I mean-
but that's not very,
Yeah, I know it's not funny, but
does well.
I just want to kind of be a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, we have to let the audience in.
Yeah,
We're not being 100% serious.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if he continues hyping shows that didn't exist and wants to blame it on 300 incels, and I didn't know it was an incel, but whatever.
That's the most annoying like lefty tactic, by the way. They think that's the stupidest. Like they always think it's like they're like, oh, it's 4chan trolls. It's like, no, it's the fucking audience you cultivated. That's you just don't. You're not aware of your own like miss your failings online.
Yeah, well, by the way, because like that's the thing is like it's he cultivated the H3 podcast fans, so naturally they are going to be some of the most toxic fans, and they're going to ones that if you fuck up once, they're going to
the most parasocial.
Yeah, they're going to go out of their way to fuck up your life.
Exactly, John. Yeah.
Yeah. Def Noodles did just do that.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
That's the thing. It's just like the hubris aspect is like you're the misidentification of the problem.
Yeah.
Inward. Look inward.
Yeah.
Introspection. It's a hell of a fucking drug.
Something you can't do.
All right.
Well,
so I think we need to wrap it up. I don't really have anything else. I think we're kind of just.
I got pissed, dude.
Yeah, I think we're kind of beating a little bit. So we'll go start with Nerdy. Nerdy, what do you got going on? You got anything coming up here in the next few days or today or whatever?
No, but I do have something new. The Nerdy John Nerdy Live Facebook page is now officially out.
Okay,
So,
cool.
For the many boomers, my audience, you can check up on Facebook now.
Follow on the boomer. Yeah. Hey, us boomers have to have some place to go, right? Where we still kind of understand the way things work. All right. Chris, what about you? You got anything going on this evening or next week that you want to kind of...
Let me think. This week, not so much. I'm looking more research into that the TJLT guy.
Yeah.
I'm looking into Repsion beat me to it. I was looking into a guy named Nadar.
Okay.
Me and Hannah Animal have been working on that pretty closely, but Repsion's gonna beat me to it, so I don't know what he's gonna say. This guy has been he's copyright strike 137 videos at once. There's allegations of a bunch of crazy shit. So I'm taking a look into him. Hopefully I'll have something about that in the next few weeks. But usual streams on crazy fucking topics. That's really it for now.
Cool. Guys, I'm sure, like I say, most of you guys are aware of these two guys, Nerdy and Chris. But if you're not, please check out their channels and give them a sub. They're both very entertaining, funny guys, and like I say, they're both becoming friends to me. What I consider friends, and that's not something I really extend real easily. And
same.
They're trustworthy people. So, and that's something.
We appreciate both of you. Yeah.
100%.
Of course, dude.
Banana, I'm going to ask you, other than you going to London to spend all of our beer money, have you got anything else going on?
No, I'm just on my way to Las Vegas to steal all of Def Noodles Coke. I'm trying to get back into my addiction, and he has a backpack full of it, I've heard.
Stealing a minority's cocaine. Can you get any lower?
That's
and you
the
got a
height-
cop here. You got a cop here too.
It's the height of my white privilege, and I'm leaning into it fully, frankly. I'm stealing from disenfranchised drug addicts. Exactly. Apply my own addiction.
I gotta let you guys.
I can't believe you right now. I'm shaking my head.
I know, guys, that we didn't stream last weekend. We did do a little thing for you guys Friday night, and we had a great show today, I think. But unfortunately, we're not going to have a show next weekend. And I'll just tell you now, I'm going out of town. I'm taking a little mini vacation. Going to go see my sons, which I haven't seen in a while. That lives down in southern Texas. And then I'm going to cruise back up through Dallas-Fort Worth, and Banana and I are going to finally consummate our love affair. And
that's great.
Right together with candles and rose petals and everything.
I've got a really good high def 4K camera. Yeah, I got a 4K camera. We're going to record it all, and we will be starting our OnlyFans page. And if you want to see,
you better get a nicer hotel than a Motel 8, because if you go cheap, frankly, it's not happening.
Dude,
You think Murder will ruin the special evening? I mean, he's not me. He's not a selfish lover. Okay,
He's got a
He's
wine
not going to
and
be in and out. Okay.
Well, I don't know about that. But no, man, it's got real good reviews. It says that only half the rooms have bed bugs, so I think we're probably gonna be okay.
All right, all right. You just gotta flip a quarter and see which room you get.
But unfortunately, guys, we will not be able to stream next weekend because I just don't have any kind of a portable setup really to be able to stream. Or I would love to do an in-person live stream with, and maybe we can do something like that in the future.
Yeah, who knows? Stay tuned.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
I actually, fun fact, I do know a couple of setups that you can do on like phone devices.
Yeah.
You can purchase AV devices that connect straight to your phone.
Okay.
If your phone has the aux cord, of course. There are other methods if you're an iPhone user.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go through it.
Yeah,
we'll look into it. And like I said, that's maybe something we can do in the future.
Okay,
so.
You activated my tism. Okay, you said you talking about podcasting and like microphones and like you just activated. Okay.
All right, listen, I appreciate you. Love you guys. Remember to keep your powder dry. And we'll see you in the funny papers. Well, wrong button, because I'm a boomer. God.
Intro music every time.
Anyway, guys, we'll see you later.